Hey Travis kiddos, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through this week and it's a short one because technically our spring break would start on Friday. So if you want to take Friday and all next week off, you have that luxury. If you want to keep working, I will post some review and challenge things throughout the week, but absolutely no obligation, just providing something in case you want it. Reading today. I'm going to go over some work that you can do today. I have a phonics activity game for us to do, and I have a joke from Miss G, and she also created an awesome sight word practice video. So I put that in the description below. So check out her video. It's awesome. And it is especially for you guys. But her joke, I'm going to tell you the joke now. You'll have to wait till the end for the punchline. She asked, why don't eggs tell jokes? Why don't eggs tell each other jokes? Think about that one. Okay, so I'll get to the punchline at the end of the video. So today you have, you're going to reread Dad's Game. This is the paper reader from the Your Turn workbook pages. If you want to do a timed read and see if you've gotten more words than last time, you're welcome to do that. If you want to just read it through, you can do that as well. Whistle for Willie in your literature anthology. It's a fantastic story by Ezra Jack Keats. You might have this book in hardback or in print. So you might have it a paperback book of this. So if you want to read that instead, it's the same story. You can go ahead and do that. Okay, or you can do it in read it in the literature anthology. At the end of the story, it has a little Meet Ezra Jack Keats section and the author's purpose. Remember, the purpose is the reason why he's doing it. So the reason why he wanted to write this book. So you can go ahead and read those. And we're going to do the problem, steps to solution, and solution tomorrow, that workbook page. So you can use Whistle for Willie for that, or you will be able to use Dad's Game. That's up to you. And if you have time to get to that today, go for it. Otherwise, I have it slated for tomorrow. Also, you have the decodable reader stories for this week. You have up or down sounds, and you have sounds around us. Okay, those are accessible on Launchpad. You also have the interactive read aloud, which I totally forgot last week, so I'm sorry. I will post that next week. The one from last week. It's about inventions. It's pretty interesting. It's a nonfiction read aloud, so that's cool. So I'm sorry about that. I'll get to that later. But this week's interactive read aloud is called The Squeaky Bed, since we're working on sounds this week. So you'll get to listen along with that. So that'll be, I'll put that link in the description as well if you'd like to listen to that story and go over the vocabulary words. All right, my phonics activity today, and of course if you have time for independent reading, always great. My phonics game today is a phoneme replacement game. So I'm going to say the sounds, tell you what to replace, but I'm also going to show you so you can see what it looks like. Games similar to these are accessible in the games on Connect Ed on Launchpad, the orange games icon. So you can find these are phoneme replacement, I believe is what it's called. Okay, so I'm going to start with the word. Let's see if you can read it. Clown. Right? We have the ow sound in the middle, clown. Now, what if I asked you to change the l sound to Instead of clown, it becomes crown. Okay? What if I asked you to change the k sound to f? Crown becomes frown. What if I asked you to change the f sound to d? Frown becomes drown. What if I'm going to go back to an earlier one, so I'm going to have you change the d to k. So d changes to k, and we're back to crown. Now, I'm going to change instead of the first sounds. What if I asked you to change the last sound from n to d? So drop the n from crown, drop the n, change it to d. We get crowd. Okay? Now I'm going to change this a little bit because I'm going to ask you to change the k to p. So if you change k to p, it becomes proud. However, we need to change the W to a U because proud is spelled like this. So same sound, but a different letter. So proud. What if I ask you to change the per to l? So this time I'm asking you to change a blend sound from per to l. You get loud. I'm going to ask you to add this time to the beginning the k sound. So if you add k at the beginning, you get cloud. Okay? I'm going to change the sounds a little bit. I'm going to change kl to p. And I'm going to add an n in there. So now we have pound. What if I ask you to change the first sound from p to s? You get from p, drop the p, you have ound, add s, you get sound. Okay, now change s to f. Changing s to f gives you found. How about if we change f to m? Mound. Now I'm going to ask you to change the last sound from d to t. From d to t. You get mount. How about changing the first sound to k? From to k. You get count. Okay, I'm going to change the word entirely for one little bit more. I'm going to start with this word. So we have how. I'm going to change to w. From to w. Now you notice I'm not saying letters, I'm saying sounds because this should be auditory. It should be something you hear, not something you have to spell out. Okay, phonemic awareness, phonics is what phonemic is hearing. Phonics is the letter to sound correspondence. So we're just working on the phonics and the phonemes together so that you can see how it works. You can do games like this at home with either way or using both strategies. So seeing the words and replacing the letters to help you practice spelling, see the combinations and see the word families you can make from it. Or you can just do the sounds. You can play that in the car while you're driving. You can do it when you don't have anything to write with. So that's another way to play it. Anyway, let's get back to wow. I'm going to change ow to I'm going to change the w to p. Keep the ow. Change w to p. Now I have pow. If I keep pow, but I ask you to add at the end, we make with er. Now we have power. Okay? Think of some other words you could make. If you change this, you could change p to sh and make shower, right? You could also add in before the if you add in d, you could make powder. You could change p to ch and make chowder. The possibilities are endless. Have fun with it. You could even make a whole list, changing one word or sound at a time. Have fun with it. Phonics and phonemic awareness they're great skills to work on and they can be a good time. So enjoy and happy learning.